Thanks, Sassy. Hey, what's up? Hey, y'all. So I want y'all to. I have a question. Just follow me here, okay? You know how people, they grow up, they live teenage lives, adult lives, middle age lives, and then they get old, and then they start to look back over their life, and they like, man, people really did me dirty, man. They really kind of me over, man. They try to put me in the ground, man. They try to put me behind bars. They try to bring down my whole life, my whole empire, my business, my money, my mission, my nigga. They look over their whole life and they really feel like everybody in their life, the world has everybody in the world or has just done them so dirty, and they're just bitter about it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you motherfuckers feel like that though right now, but we're talking about somebody who has no sense of accountability. Never admits when they're wrong, can never apologize. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? One of those kind of people. And so they get to their, and let's get one thing straight. This is one of those people that has done the worst kind of things to people. Never respected people. Never respected most people. Treat people like crap. They spit on people. They kick people when they're down. They're a bully. But there's no self-awareness there. There's no sense of accountability. Yet again, you know what I'm saying? There's no apologies. There's no sense of remorse. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, well, they get old and they look at their life and then they go, man, if I ever get an opportunity, man, I'm gonna make sure everybody pays. I'm gonna make sure every single person. I'm gonna make sure the world knows not to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So then take a look at this person. They're bitter, they're mad, they're angry. They get their chance. Right? They get their chance. And they're like, yeah, I'm about to do this. I'm about to make every single person pay. But then also, this is another download I got yesterday. So this same person that we're talking about here gets maybe a diagnosis that they don't have much longer to live. They're sick. Let's say they give them 2 years, 2.5, 3 tops. What do you think that person's going to do in those 2 to 3 years? They have the opportunity now. They got the power. They got the money. They got the bitterness. What do you think that person's going to do? Now, I would say if it were me, but I'm not that kind of person. But if I was that kind of me, I'm gonna make sure everybody pays. I don't give a fuck who it is. If I was that kind of person, you feel me? I'm gonna make sure everybody pays. Everybody. Every single person. Every person I feel like has done me wrong, done me dirty, whatever. Could be an institution, could be a company, could be it doesn't matter. If I was that kind of person, I'll make sure everybody pay. Every single person. I'm going to be relentless about it. I'm going to use every single what little I have left of my life to find some type of vindication for myself. I would, if I was that kind of person. I'm just putting myself in that in that mind frame. I wouldn't do anything like that because I'm not bitter, and I'm very self-aware, and I believe in accountability. Holding myself accountable. I realize now that a lot of things that have gone on in my life were based upon my own choices and decisions. Not everything, of course, but most things. Yes, definitely. Free will. But when you are dealing with someone or come into contact with someone, again, because I think that, one of the things I keep hearing is accountability. A person that lacks accountability, lacks self-awareness, lacks empathy or sympathy for others, who is so self-involved, they want to blame everybody else for everything wrong that's occurred in their life. No matter what they've done now, you're dealing with a very dangerous individual, especially when they get to a place in their life where they may have some type of power, influence, finances, money, an opportunity to flex. Do you not agree that that's a very dangerous individual? Somebody who's bitter and doesn't have anything left to live for, or the one thing that they do have to live for is to show the world, you shouldn't have with me. You shouldn't have messed with me, no matter what I've done, because I feel they have this overinflated self-importance, or they're just really kind of indulging in themselves in a very toxic, hedonistic way. When you say that's dangerous, something to think about there. I came up with that this morning. Humanity is the gift we are given. Inhumanity is the burden we choose to carry. You feel me? I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Thank you for joining me. It is currently 8:23 a.m. on January 20th, 2026. All right. It's chilly outside again here. If you're in the city, stay warm. Stay out them streets. Okay? Or, do whatever you feel is necessary. I'm telling you, if you know you shouldn't have your ass in them streets protesting, keep your ass at home. Okay? Because it's a lot of things. I couldn't believe what I saw yesterday, y'all. For those of y'all, that are just tuning in, I'm pretty sure you have to be underneath a rock not to know what's going on with ICE here in Minneapolis and across the country, of course, but definitely here in Minneapolis, but also in St. Paul. This stuff needs to stop. Okay, I don't care what side of the aisle you are on. I don't care what your religious, spiritual beliefs are. Nobody deserves to be treated inhumanely like an animal. Okay, I don't give a fuck if they in this country illegally or not. But fun fact. A lot of people that they picking up aren't even here illegally. Okay? There's a man in St. Paul, an elderly Hmong man. I was gonna find a picture of it, but I just didn't. No, we're not doing that. He was. They said that he was a P3DO. That's what they was doing. Nobody in that damn house was a P3DO, and not that old ass man. They brought that man outside in sub-zero weather, in nothing but Crocs and a pair of shorts. Held him for 8 hours before they released him. How humiliating is that? And how cruel is that? St. Paul just has a newly elected mayor who's Hmong. She's pissed. And she should be. As well as we all should be. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. No, it's not weird. It's familiar. History. If you read history, if you know history, go back and look at some of the tapes from way back in the day. Not even 60 years ago. Yikes. Right? Thank you to all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, and OGs. Y'all my Savage Appleseed family members. We got a giveaway coming up 2 days from now. If you'd like to join this channel, click the join button underneath the video, or click the link in the description box below this video to join the channel. We do a monthly giveaway. A very nice community. I'm about to start trying to integrate some other things for members only. I don't really like to put a paywall behind my reading, so there won't be any of those kind of messages there. There won't be any type of messages that I upload that only members can view. I just don't believe in doing that, because these are collective readings, But I do want to figure out something for my members only community to participate in, just for the members. Okay, so just be on the lookout for that. All right. Also, too, if you are interested in getting some new Oracle or Tarot cards, my homegirl Sassy Lux 3333, Sassy Lux, has an online Etsy store that you can visit and get 25% off your purchase of tarot cards or oracle cards. That link is also in the description box below this video. One more thing, too. I am open now for personal readings, 4444 for a 15 to 20 minute, maybe a little bit more personal reading. If you'd like a personal reading, please email me at thespiritualsavage@outlook.com. Okay? Thank you to the guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides and spirit teams, law enforcement, hidden helpers, the Jedis of the collective, intergalactic beings and galactic federation. Hi, how you doing? I just picture aliens saying that when they get out of the spacecraft. Wouldn't that be funny? Thank you to anybody that's made any type of financial contributions to my channel, whether that's through PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, or Super Thanks. I appreciate you, and I pray you get that back 10,000 times fold, okay? Anything else? Anything else? No, except, you know, if you're hating this morning, you got to be miserable to be getting up every morning to hate. That's a miserable ass life, and I feel for you. Come and give me a hug, even though I know you don't want one, but you really do. You need it. You hating ass bitch. Archangel Michael, please clear out and protect the energy for this reading so I can give a clear and concise message to the collective. I'd like to ask that all evil eyes go blind and all ear hustling demons go deaf. I'd also like to do a return to sender 10 times fold, guided with love and light, things that do not belong to the collective and me. So mo to be, so mo to be, so mo to be, and so it is. I had a dream last night. Well, this morning. I had a few dreams, but I had a dream this morning, and something, you know, like I've told people before, like I believe like dreams can be very weird, you know. I do believe in astral traveling. I do believe that, you know, our spirit or our soul leaves our body when we're at rest. So there's a lot of different places that you could travel to, you know, a lot of different things you can see. I also do believe that spirit communicates with us when we are sleeping, or our body's at rest, and our soul is free to roam. But there are very specific times in a dream where something sticks out. Like when you wake up, you know how like we don't really remember our dreams. But there are certain things that happen, that occur in a dream that you are supposed to remember. And I feel like spirit makes sure that you come back with that note. I got a note. Well, not a note, but you know, something I was supposed to remember. So I'm just gonna give you the abridged version. Okay, I'm gonna give you the cliff notes. Somebody was having some type of Christmas gathering in their driveway. They were performing the Wiz in the driveway. Richard Pryor was there too. What about, I know that was weird. Richard Pryor was the scarecrow. I don't know. But there was this shoe. You know how Dorothy had a shoe? Well, in this particular dream, the shoe was not a silver slipper or a gold slipper. It was a purple platform shoe, right? And somebody kept giving me the shoe. And they said, it's a cluster shoe. And I said, a what? They said, a cluster shoe. I was like, okay. And I woke up. I just kept hearing, it's a cluster shoe. A cluster shoe. Does anybody know what that is? I asked the device what it was, but she's something wrong with this bitch. She talking about the Mayo Clinic and cluster headaches. That's not what I asked. I ain't got that ain't shit to do with what I was asking about. So I'll be unplugging this hoe later. Okay. But a cluster shoe. This is a cluster shoe. Take a good look at that cluster shoe. Take a good look at that shoe. That's important for this message. So that's what we're going to pull on, okay? Thank you for sticking with me through that little anecdote. Have a good morning. What's today? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. All praises due to the Most High God. All right. All right. So, can you please tell me the message about this particular kind of cluster shoe? I did look it up, and it said something about. I'll just read it real quick. All right. Boop. All right. 13:44 o'clock. Cluster shoe usually refers to a specific type of versatile, durable athletic school shoe designed for kids and teenagers. Most notably, the Accent Cluster brand. Okay. Doesn't have to be a teenager to wear the shoe though, but you see the shoe. Okay, those shoes, those are the kind of shoes I generally see people that work like in food service, you know, wearing those kind of shoes. So that could be significant. Or somebody that does like environmental services, like a janitor, somebody that cleans buildings. Something like that, okay? Something blue collar. But the cluster shoe, very significant here, okay? Tell me about, what's the message here? Somebody's name could be Amy. We got the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and we got the Devil. Clarify. That's Capricorn energy. This is very hateful. I'm telling you, very hateful energy. We got the Eight of Swords. I'm gonna keep the Eight of Swords out. Can you get another card, please? We got the Page of Swords. We're using a Crow Tarot. That's too many cards. Can I get one card, please? 8:33 a.m. The Three of Pentacles. The Morning Star. A man. In Aquarius. I heard the Morning Star. The Morning Star. The Morning Star. The Morning Star. I've heard that term before. I believe it has something to do with Satan, right? You guys know? Tell me about the Morning Star. Doesn't want to tell me. 1 second. I'm gonna pause this. All right, so I just Googled it. Okay, the Morning Star or Lucifer. See what I say? Meaning light bringer. Became associated with Satan as a metaphor for his fall from heaven, originating from Isaiah 14:12. How you have fallen from heaven, O morning star, son of the dawn, which originally described the Babylonian king who was interpreted as Satan's rebellion. While Jesus is also called the bright morning star in Revelation 22:16, the term often highlights contrasting roles: Satan as the fallen once radiant being, and Jesus as the true eternal light. Whoever this is, especially with that star coming with the Emperor in the reverse, and I told you when I heard morning star. Okay, so this person is a devil worshiper. Somebody very evil. Okay, I say devil worshiper, not Satan. Okay, because my beliefs might be a tad bit different than yours, and we're not going to have any type of philosophical, religious, spiritual debates this morning. We can all believe what the fuck we want to believe, okay? But the devil is something very different. The devil is a very nasty, wicked, evil, trifling, stank energy that man created to justify their lack of accountability for their evil deeds. So it's manifested itself into a being, an actual being, a spirit that people receive or worship. So we got this man here, Emperor in the reverse. So somebody that's very abusive, controlling, domineering, evil, very negative, controlling energy here, that worships the devil. Tell me about the Eight of Swords, please. Nine of Swords. Clarify Nine of Swords, please. The Hierophant in the reverse. Again, with this negative energy. The devil. I mean, this would be somebody who is a leader. The leader of something. Or a group of people. Okay? A cult. This person would be the leader of a cult. A group of dumbass people doing the same dumbass shit, okay? What's the Hierophant, please? Ten of Wands in the reverse. Clarify Ten of Wands in the reverse, please. The High Priestess. Somebody's a part of a cult, okay? They're trying to get away from this person. They're trying to get out of this cult. Chariot energy, trying to get away to avoid some type of ending. Death in the reverse. This is somebody's lover. Or one of it. I just heard one of his lovers. Yeah, Three of Cups. One of his lovers. Ba, 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 ba. What did I tell you? High Priestess, please. Clarify High Priestess. Ten of Pentacles. Nines and tens, I'm seeing. Something is about to come to an end. Maybe for this group of people or this man. I'm picking up like Charles Manson vibes. Okay? Tell me more. Ten of Pentacles. The Lovers again. Again, Death in the reverse. Give me one more, please. Justice. Death keeps coming out in the reverse. Somebody is trying to escape. Some people are trying to escape. The Ten of Pentacles can talk about a windfall of money, but it can also talk about community. Okay? I feel like this is about, because I said one of his lovers. We got the Eight of Swords here to the Nine of Swords. These people are trapped, like being held, like they can't leave, okay? This Ten of Wands tells me that these people can't take it anymore, okay? And Ten of Wands in the reverse, they can't take it anymore. The High Priestess talks about secrets, things that are hidden. With that Ten of Pentacles, this is a secret, especially with the Hierophant in the reverse. This is a secret, not a secret society, but like a secret community of people. This is, I feel like sex trafficking is heavily involved because these people are being held captive. They're miserable. It's like they can't take it anymore. The Ten of Wands, you know, in the upright can talk about carrying a heavy burden, but it can also represent somebody who's strong, who can carry the heavy burden. These people cannot. We have a Gemini out here. We got Libra out here as well. Give me another card. These people could be kids. Knight of Pentacles. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. These could be young people, okay? Because that those shoes. We got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Pentacles in the reverse here. Yeah, these people are they're being managed. They're being controlled and abused. Five of Wands, Five of Swords here. Knight of Pentacles. It's like this is work for these people. This is how this is the loyalty that they have for this person, this Knight of Pentacles. They've been trapped for a while. Two of Pentacles here. They're being managed, controlled, okay? For money. We got Page of Swords out here. Shuffle again. Will do. You could kindly hit the like button. I'd appreciate you. What's the Page of Swords, please? Somebody's looking for these people. These King of Pentacles. Clarify the King of Pentacles, please. Oh, it's a dog. Excuse the noise, y'all. Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's looking for these. Page of Swords. Somebody's looking. Give me another card. The Chariot in the reverse. Somebody's been looking for them and they can't find these people. The King of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands, please. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Give me one more card, please. Somebody's a police officer. Death. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Death. Somebody's a police officer. I'm picking up police vibes with this Chariot. Somebody's looking with this Page of Swords. Somebody's either being watched, followed, surveilled, however you say that. This Chariot in the reverse is giving me police energy. Somebody could have either ties to the police or is a police officer or works in law enforcement. Maybe even like a parole officer or like a corrections officer. Those shoes. Again, those shoes. The cluster shoes. This person's going to be caught dead or dead. Like they're going to that's what I'm with this death card. It's going to Seven of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's going to be caught up. Like this. This is how it's going to come to an end, or this is just going to represent the ending, okay? Somebody's trying to figure this out here with this Page of Swords. Somebody's been looking for these girls. I just said girls. Somebody's been looking for these girls. Give me another card for the, we'll get the Three of Pentacles here. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. There's also a woman involved as well. We got the Six of Pentacles. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. The Hangman. We got the Six of Cups out here. It flew out sideways. On top of the Death card. Somebody, okay, so check this out. The way that somebody's going to be able to locate these girls is going to be through some type of being caught up for the death of a man. A King of Wands, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, masculine energy. A man, though. Something that somebody did in the past. It came out sideways. I'm going to take it sideways. The past is coming back to haunt this person. Whoever has these girls trapped has committed a red rum, has unalived somebody in the past. A man. It's coming back to bite them. That's how they're going to be able to find these girls or put all these pieces together, because you do have somebody that's looking for this man. They're paid to do it too. This Page of Swords could represent somebody who is doing maybe research online, like an investigator, looking into things, okay? Putting their ears to the ground. This King of Pentacles, it could be an earth sign, but somebody that does this for a living. Somebody maybe that used to be a cop. Chariot in the reverse. Used to be a cop. Whoever this King of Pentacles is somebody that is in the upright. They do this for a living. It's a private investigator. This private investigator, it probably would behoove them to look into the death of a man that occurred in the past, or the not so distant past. Could have happened, it came out sideways. So I'll just take that as the not so distant past. Okay? I'm going to grab a couple of those crime cards here in a second, but give me Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. Let me another card, please. Thank you. Four of Pentacles. Clarify Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Wands. We got Temperance to the World here at the bottom of the deck. Be patient. This is all going to wrap up. Patience is required. I'm also picking up too. So this could be, I don't know. You know, I feel, well, we already know how this works. You know, we if you've been around these, walking in these spiritual streets, watching tarot for a while, you know, we firmly and truly believe that, you know, law enforcement watches these channels. Private investigators watch these channels. People watch these channels who do their own types of investigations. A lot of people don't admit it, but they do. A lot of people don't want to give credit where credit's motherfucking due. You feel me? Patience is required at this time for this cycle to close out. There's somebody that this investigator is going to have to work with. It's going to be some type of you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. Somebody that's about to be released. Four of Pentacles here, Hangman, stuck. Somebody that's like in limbo right now. There's something that's in limbo right now, or there's somebody that's in limbo. We got the Ace of Wands here. Clarify, who is this person that this private investigator should work with? Again, Three of Cups. Clarify the Three of Cups. This talks about, again, working with somebody, collaboration. I'm seeing this this laurel wreath in the back. Doesn't that represent like peace? Somebody might need to make peace with somebody or approach somebody in a peaceful way to collaborate with them. Tell me who this person is. Ace of Swords. Spirit says that's the truth, for this truth to be revealed. Who is this person though? Clarify who this person is, please. And then we'll get some location energy out here. I'm telling you, Seven of Cups in the reverse. Couple of people here. The Magician, the Hermit, to bring this judgment. Wheel of Fortune. We have a Gemini out here. We have a Hermit out here as well. I feel like this is maybe somebody that no, this is two people. A Virgo and a Gemini. Communication is what I'm hearing. To talk to these people. These people are maybe even could be hiding. Trying to hide. These could be two women, two men. Well, no, we got them. Well, no, two women. It could be. All right, let's get some. We're at 34 minutes in. Let's get some location energy out here, and then we'll get some. Well. Which one do we want to do first? We want to do the crime cards first, or we want to do location first? Let's do crime. The world is a stage. You just have to know who's acting. Yeah. Get a few of these cards out here. Florida water on my hands. Shit. And I'm gonna actually pull the somebody's oracle deck too before we get to the location card. So maybe I'll finish out with that. Okay. Can I get a card, please? Thank you. Assassination. Boat. Aliens. D3VIL, poison. Okay, so aliens. Somebody's into sex trafficking, okay? Maybe illegal aliens. There's also some type of drugs involved as well. Drugging people. Somebody could live California, Florida, Texas. Cover up. This person has help. There could have been an officer that was unalived from like an overdose or something like that is what I'm hearing. It wasn't an accident. It was an assassination. Whoever this emperor in the reverse is, this very demonic devil worshiper, this is somebody that has a lot of this is somebody that's in charge. Let's get some location energy out here. This has something to do with illegal immigrants, especially with this aliens and boat, drugs, poison, trafficking, cover up. It's got God bumps. So when people come in, I was watching something, this was a while ago. When people come in like illegal aliens, I don't really like to use that, but for lack of a better word at this moment, illegal aliens come through Florida and they're brought in through Florida. They're used as drug mules. They're also used for sex trafficking as well. They go up the I-90 corridor, I believe, I-95 to New York, and that's that whole I-95 corridor is the trafficking, right? So from Florida to New York, and they've told horror stories about how a lot of the people that are a part of it are corrupt federal agents. They put them up in hotels and then they make them work. Or they grape them themselves, you know what I'm saying? Let me get a card, please. Tell me. Okay. Mexico. Let me get 2 more cards, please. Virginia, significant. West Virginia could also be significant because it's right there in that corridor. I'm telling you. Let me get 1 more card, please. Georgia and Maryland. What did I say? I-95 corridor. And Florida. I cannot make this shit up. Okay? And the cards go blank. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Look at Greenland. I'm sorry, Greenland. Sorry, Greenland. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Let's get to somebody oracle cards out here, and then we'll close out this message. It was a long message this morning. Thank you all for tapping in with me. Please comment in the chat, comment down below, okay? We're going to get a few cards out here. Let's put it right there. Somebody's just been caught the fuck up. The letter J is significant. I was hearing J too. The name J, J-A-Y. Okay? Somebody who gaslights people. Gaslighting you, okay? Then the cards go blank. Give me another card, please. The name James could be significant. Something like that, Jay or James. Yikes. Somebody's about to learn a lesson. XI, she, confirmation, she. Somebody could be Asian. The letter T. Ticks. I don't know. Tijuana. Somebody's a shapeshifter. This man is. Somebody's also a Sagittarius. Somebody's also a Virgo. Somebody's a dirty politician. Take it as it resonates. A dirty politician could be anybody that has to be voted into a position. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that plays dirty politics or deals with dirty politicians. This is a part. I'm telling you guys, this whole thing. Okay, so for 111 on the clock, 411 on the clock. I'm telling you. So this is whoever this person is going to be caught because of their link. They were a part of, I'm telling you, the death of some type of police officer or somebody that held an official title. Be a police officer, could be an agent, especially with the chariot. The chariot is depicted as somebody that wears medals or armor, somebody who might work, you know, in the police department or in the service, or law enforcement. Okay. This person was This person was responsible for that. Was a part of that, or was responsible for that. Whoever this emperor star, this star person could also mean that somebody that is in the public eye, or that is the center of attention. Somebody that is out in public that people know. Okay, maybe holds like a public seat here. With the emperor card here, the emperor is a boss, someone that is in charge. This person is definitely a devil worshiper. Belongs to some type of confirmation, bitch. This person is very, very hateful. This person is very, very hateful, very apathetic, very evil, very wicked. This person is a sociopath. Okay, and this person has been doing this for a long time. This is like somebody that kidnaps people and keeps them and tortures them. This is what I'm picking up. Okay? Yikes. You know, okay, so this is the end of this message. I hope this message does truly help whoever this message is for, or whoever's this message is for. You know what I've been thinking about too, you know, with all the things that are going on in this, when people are just being disappeared off the streets and ain't nobody seen them. Has nobody ever really truly considered that is also very much, you know, you just as what I'm picking up on, you kidnap people or you disappear people that, you know, people are gonna have a hard time finding. And some people are just disappeared that ain't nobody even looking for. They don't have anybody. Can you imagine what happens to those people? Where they go, what happens to them when they are disappeared? They're not just being held in a prison. I refuse to. Because, you know, we see all these men that are being held in these prisons, but we don't never see where women go, huh? Never. We never see where women are. Where are these women that are being deported being held? Kind of makes you wonder, don't it? That's the end of this message. I'm closing out this reading. Stay woke. I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Remember, you grow, I grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. It's always love and light around this bitch. It's always take it easy. I love you to the moon and back. Deuces. Savage.